So we've been travelling through Tasmania for a couple of months now, and we've made our way to the historic mining town of Queenstown. Since we're travelling in our camper van, we stayed at the Queenstown Caravan Park for $20 a night, and even though the town here is quite small, there's a bunch of things that you can see and do here. One place that we really enjoyed was Iron Blow Lookout. It overlooks the old mines down below, and there's this awesome view out over the mountains surrounding Queenstown. Queenstown is about a 1.5 hours drive from Cradle Mountain, 2.5 hours from Devonport, and about 3.5 hours from both Launceston and Hobart in the south. We're taking you on a journey on board the Tasmanian West Coast Wilderness Railway, which is one of the most famous railway journeys in Australia. There's lots of different tours you can choose from departing from either Queenstown or Strahan. To book a tour here, Google the West Coast Wilderness Railway. On the landing page, hit the booking button and then select the date you want to go. You can practice your clicking on the thumbs up button below this video. I'd recommend that you book at least a month before you plan on coming, just to guarantee yourself a spot. It gets super busy here during the holidays, but if you plan ahead, you'll be fine. We booked ourselves into the Rack and Gorge tour in the Wilderness class. Our tour will take about 4.5 hours and it departs Queenstown Station. There's a car park at the railway station where you can park for $10 a day or $1 an hour. There's a cafe at the station, it's called Tracks Cafe, and you can grab something there before or after your trip. We had already eaten breakfast back at the caravan park, so we just made a coffee in the van when we arrived at the station. And then we headed inside to the gift shop, which is inside the station, to collect our tickets before heading to the platform. With the Wilderness Express carriage, you get access to this balcony that's right up the front, right behind this steam train, so that's going to be really cool to get some footage at later. The staff showed us to our seats and they gave us a complimentary glass of OJ to start the day. The interior of the train looks absolutely amazing. You can just tell by looking at it that so much work has gone into the detail to restore this old beautiful carriage and make it what it is today. After we left the station, the hostess brought out these chickpea falafel bites, and they were a little bit small, but they were super tasty, and it wasn't long before we arrived at our first destination. Lynchford Station is a small town with just a handful of mines. We disembarked the train and went for a stroll through the old mining museum that they have set up here, before heading out the back to try our luck at gold panning.
Congratulations. Now you'll notice everyone sort of starts sliding up your way now. Well, there you go.
You found a piece of gold. Once we were rolling again, the hostess brought out this fruity nut slice, which was really nice, and she also offered us a complimentary tea or coffee to warm us up as we headed deeper into the forest. The next station is Rinadina. It's really small. We took this opportunity again to just stretch our legs and enjoy this gorgeous part of the world. Looks like it's raining. There's like all these water droplets just falling, and it turns out the captain was telling me that because it's so cold here and the steam going out into the atmosphere, those droplets are actually vapors from the engine. It's not raining. It's so fascinating. The last station, marking the halfway point of the journey, is of course Double Barrel. Once we were back on the train again and heading back toward Queenstown, lunch was served. They gave us this pumpkin soup with a side of cob loaf to dip with. After we finished our lunch, they gave us this frozen sorbet, which is made by a Tasmanian company, and it was quite tasty, but the texture was a little bit off-putting. Even though the food here on the Wilderness Carriage was a little bit hit and miss, I would still recommend booking this carriage just for the balcony. If you have any other questions about the railway journey, leave us a comment below and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.